to make a granny square. And this is done out of worsted weight yarn, and they don't take very long. And if you do them, whenever you have time, you collect a bag of them, and pretty soon you can make a baby blanket or a lap quilt, or something larger, I guess, if you'd like. You can do them with anything. I'm using a worsted weight yarn and a size H8 crochet hook. To begin, you do a slip stitch or slip knot on your crochet hook, and then you chain 3. You come back, and we're going to do a double crochet. So you loop once around it, go back into the very first loop, pull over the yarn, pull the yarn through, so you now have 3, wrap it around, pull it through 2, wrap it around and pull it through 2 again. That is called a double crochet, and we have this little hole here, you see that? We're gonna do 10 more of those. So the first one will count as 1 double crochet, the chain, and then we'll do 11 more, so a total of 12 all the way around. Just try and make them about the same stiffness. As you start working, you'll realize that you have a specific gauge that you go. If you don't know how many you've done, because I haven't been counting, you go back and count. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 2 more to make 12. There's 11 and 12. Pull it tight, and then you're going to slip stitch in the top of the chain 3. And do a slip stitch. So you just go through it, pull the yarn through, and then pull it through the second one, and that's a slip stitch. Now you have a round. That first round is done. The second round is done by chaining 2 and then doing a double crochet. You're doing 4 double crochets in the first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then you do a double crochet in the next 2 chains. The top of the double crochet. There's 1 and 2. Then you do 4 in the next double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you follow that pattern all the way around. 2, so 1, and then another 1 for a total of 2. And then you do 4 in the next. 1, 2. This is how you make the corner so it becomes square. 4. Okay, then you do 2 again. 1, 2, next 2, and then in the next one you do 4. Okay, and this is the last one. 4. Okay, and now you do 1 double crochet in the next chain, 1 double crochet, and then that chain 3 at the begin, or chain 2 at the beginning, is going to act as your double crochet. So you're going to slip stitch into the top of it, and then pull it through. So now you can see that it's starting to do a little square. And that would be, see, so there's your 2, the chain 3 in the beginning, and then the last double crochet makes 2 double crochets. So it's 2 and 4 all the way around. 1, 2, and then 4 in a hook. 1, 2, and then 4. Okay, for the next round, round 3, you're going to chain 2 again. And then you're going to double crochet in each chain, top of the double crochets around, but you're going to do that twice. Okay, so now you'll have a chain 3 and then 2 double crochets, and then you're going to double crochet 4 times in the next area, the next chain. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now we're going to do 5 double crochets, 1 in each of the next 5 chains. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then do 4 for the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do 5 again. 5, so 1 in each of the next 5 chains, 1 double crochet in each. 3, 4, 5. So there you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to do 4 again in this corner. 4 double crochets. And then 5. 1 in each of the next 5 chains. 1 double crochet in each. There's 3. There's 4. Now, you guessed it, 4 in this corner. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then you'll see you have 2 spaces here. So you're going to do a double crochet in each of those. 1, 2, and then you're going to join in the top of that last chain 3 with a slip stitch, just like before. And so now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets in the middle there. So it's even all the way around. Now to do the next round, and this is the last round, we're going to chain 2 again, and then we're going to double crochet in the next 4 spaces. So that'll give us 5 up here, and then we're going to do 4 in the corner, 4 double crochets in the corner like before, and 4, and then we're going to do a double crochet in each of the next 8 chain spaces. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you're going to do 4 in the corner. It's a pretty simple pattern. It's just repetitive. Here we go again. We're going to do 8 single double crochets in each thing. So 8 double crochets, 1 in each chain space from before. The great thing about this is that if you get confused or you forget to count, because I'm talking, I'm not counting, for the most part, it's pretty easy. You just count those stitches. There's the last 4 in the corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so we're going to do 4. 2, 3, 4. Working all 4 in that same one. Do another 8. So here's 1, 2, 3. Just be careful you don't skip one. Every once in a while you might skip one. You gotta make sure you don't skip the top of any of those double crochets from the previous round. This is the last 4 double crochets in one. Okay. And then you should have 3 spaces left. 1, 2, 3. To do 3 of the double crochets, 1 in each. So now you will have 8 on this side because you had a chain 3 and then you did 4. So now you have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's even all the way around. And then you're going to finish off by doing a slip stitch just like before. And this time you're going to finish this by cutting it and then taking it and slip stitching it through. And you'll end up with one like this. So you'll have a tail at the top where you finished and a tail in the middle. And you're going to need to take an embroidery needle and you're going to need to weave this back in. Okay, so you're going to need to take an embroidery needle. You're going to need to weave this back in so it doesn't come loose. Okay, and so what I usually do, it's not being very cooperative, is it? I guess it's good that you see this. This happens sometimes. The thread isn't cooperative, so you have to kind of play with it. Okay, there we go. So what you want to do is you want to go through here, and I do it on the back side. This is the front side. This is the back side. On the back side, you want to go through and you want to weave this through a little bit and try and get some stiff areas where it's tightened up, you know, and you want to just push it through there, and you want to do 3 directions over each other. So there's 1, here's 2, and there's 3. So that's not going to come off. So then you just trim it. And then to do this top, you do the same thing. Okay. And instead of going across, I usually go down and through the stitch. So I go down and through this stitch until don't pull it so tight that it buckles there, but you want to pull it tight enough that it's going to have sticking power. Okay, and then you just trim that really close with some scissors. And then you end up with it like this. Okay.